All right, interesting question here. This person says, I'm having some issues with my bench when it comes to selecting weight for my top set at 9 RPE. I've read the recommendation is to go up by 5% jumps from the 7 and at 8 RPE workups. So, for example, if I did 90 for 5 at 7, then I would do 95 for 5 at 8 and 100 for 5 at 9. Yet for the past couple months I've been overshooting the RPE on my top set more often than not, so they feel like a 9.5, 10, or sometimes I even miss the last rep. So I tried a couple times to see if my at 8 set was at least accurate by doing a back off set after a 5% drop until a 10 RPE, and they have been. I would, for example, hit 7 reps at a 10 after a 5% drop from the top set. Should I be jumping less than 5% after my at 8 set to get to my at 9 set? Is this common for some other lifters, or is there some other underlying issue? I haven't had this issue with my squat or deadlift. So yes, the issue is that we're kind of going about this the wrong way. We're putting the cart before the horse. The 5% recommendation goes the other direction. So we start with a target weight. We say, hey, I expect that I'll be able to hit 100 for 5 at a 9 today. So we start with the top set. That's your target weight for the day. And then you work backwards. You say that, okay, since 100 for 5 is going to be my 9, then 95 is going to be my 8, and 90 is going to be the 7. And then you work your way through it that way. It is not working up to an 8 and then taking a 5% jump on top of that. That introduces some inaccuracies. It relies too heavily on your ability to predict your at 8 set, and it magnifies any sort of error that you have in the system. So starting with that top set and working backwards is the way that you want to do this. And you're going to use those workup sets to inform you on how you're going to adjust that top set a little bit. Now, the expectation here is that you're going to be a little bit lighter on those workup sets than what you're used to using your current method. So for you, you can expect that that first set is going to be a bit less than at 7. The second set is going to be a bit less than at 8, and that's all right. That's something that we're expecting at this point. You're going to learn how that feels. You're going to learn where those lifts normally are in terms of RPE, and then you'll be able to adjust that top set, that target weight, based on that. And now that's a method that you should use for all the lifts as well. However, if your current method is working for squats and deadlifts, it's not resulting in overshoots, then it's more likely that your squats and deadlifts will continue as expected. I think the biggest functional change that you're going to see is in the bench press.